There we go, test 1, 2, 3, intro. Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily. Almost 9 AM, I slept like a baby, slept for like 10 hours, so you know, there is that. How's everybody? Hope everybody is doing well in the chat. Wendy, Marco, what's up? I'm getting coffee in my ready while the intro is rolling. Yeah, I still got a little bit left of coffee, so there is that. Good stuff. Edward, too good, good morning, how you doing, man? Shamal, good morning, like for good coffee. We got a coffee, guys. We got a coffee. Everybody got coffee. When Bitcoin dominates at, any guess is 61%. Right now it's 60. Over here it's pumping a little bit today, so you know the title says Bitcoin dominance going again today. It is going again today towards upside up here. Still haven't fallen down. I mean, it is creating these double tops over here, but still unsure what's gonna happen. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. What's up, buddy? Good morning. Where are we going from here? What's the possible scenario? Thanks. That is a good question. Right now, Bitcoin is sitting at you'll see my lines. You know. So there is that. That's the possible scenario. Like for good coffee, any good good fortune. Hit the like button for good fortune, guys, as the title's intro says. So there is that. Today is a red day, mostly red day. I'm saying mostly red day because it can turn green very, very fast. I'm already seeing some coins turning green. Solana 2.5% up on the day up here, just going towards upside. Started a little bit in red. I think everything started a little bit in red, but these coins are actually right now in green. But of course, we got a whole bunch of coins that are actually right now in red and just pulling back down over here towards the downside. But Bitcoin's right now is still in green on the day, and we bounced on the support down here. This is the second time, technically fourth time, first time, two times, third time, sorry, one time, two times, third times, four times we bounced off the support line on the bottom side. I'm pretty confident that this bottom side is correct. I pulled this top line over here on the channel all the way to the top, just you know, be able to create these lines over here, but you know, they are not actually that important. But I think actually the channel goes something like this. So this is actually what I'm looking for, but I'm guessing, you know, in case this goes all the way to the top, it might actually do that as well. Over here, you know, the target up here is at around 97k or something like that. But right now I'm mostly looking at this part over here and this channel, and I'm still saying, I even said in the Telegram chat that, you know, this is probably needs to go down over here, right? You know, in any kind of scenario, this would have already gone down. Like if there was any kind of bear market, any kind of sideways consolidation or nothing happening, you know, neutral fear and greed index is that if the fear and greed index was like neutral, like just going sideways, nothing happening, this is like very likely to go down. Like any trader would, you know, short the heck out of this. And I think a lot of people are actually shorting this move over here because it is going so steeply towards downside. So everybody is, you know, looking, first they were looking at this double top over here. There was a double top and they were looking for, you know, this is gonna pull back down. Did not pull back down, just exploded towards upside. Got everybody wrecked who shorted, and then it went back down over here. And then people are still looking at this part over here and thinking this is gonna right now break down. Did not break down, went over here towards downside. And then it came over here, and then people are, you know, started joining these, you know, channels up here, exhaustion channels. They're thinking it's gonna go down, still didn't go down, explode towards upside, right back down. And you'll see over here there are a couple of big red candles, but every single time we got to this big red candle, we got a, you know, big pump towards upside. So it went down over here, pump down, over here, right now pump towards upside, right? So every time because people are definitely shorting, I'm telling you right now, people, what's up? The green is go, how you doing, man? So people are definitely shorting. People definitely, you know, traders are shorting because this is very, very common technical pattern, and you know, it often goes down. Very, very often this goes down. You know, it doesn't go down. It's not end of the rally, but it often goes down below the support level over here inside some kind of box. Like we talked over here when we had double top, it goes inside some kind of box and then goes towards upside. There are no boxes left, guys. This thing is actually super bullish. And the reason for that is because we are in the ending of the bull market, right? And when you come to this kind of, you know, phase up here, but the stuff is actually quite bullish, it doesn't drop down anymore. It just kind of, you know, any bearish pattern continues towards upside. So this, even this channel up here is very, very bearish, of course, because it goes, you know, towards upside. And by definition, this should drop down. But even these bearish channels, they tend to break towards upside. So I'm looking at right now this channel. I'm still waiting for this to break towards upside up here. And if it does that, you know, we are definitely going above 100K. But right now we are still inside the channel and we haven't broken down nor broken towards upside up here, so we are still kind of waiting. But you know, the fact that we are not actually breaking down keeps me very, very strongly bullish right now. Now this on the small time frames, it doesn't really matter, but if you look at even here on the weekly time frame, we still got 5 days left up here, and right now we are creating this, you know, a small top here. We still haven't, you know, we still haven't done the big move towards upside up here yet. I think the next move is slow. So this was a 16% move, and the next move over here was 11%. So we are actually losing a little bit steam over here inside this move up here, and it's gonna be interesting to see how this candle up here on the weekly time frame ends. So daily time frame up here again is just consolidating towards upside, waiting for these moving averages. 2-day time frame also consolidating up here. You said 3-day time frame. We got this actually bearish doji up here, but as I always say, you know, even if we only have bearish patterns or bearish candles like this doji up here, it does not mean that it's bearish because you are super bullish and this can actually just continue towards upside. So bearish patterns don't actually mean that much. That said, Bitcoin is up 1.4%. Bitcoin dominance is right now pumping up here a little bit towards the moving averages. If you look at a weekly time frame up here, technically I think I don't know how to draw this top line over here. If you have a better way to draw the top line, I mean, I'm all ears. Maybe something like this one, you know, and then it's outside, but I don't believe it's this one over here because it kind of looks sketchy. I think it goes something like this, regardless of how you pull this line over here. And regardless how you pull this line, you'll see over here in this part over here. Regardless how you pull the line, what is the line over here? Regardless how you pull the line, so if you look at over here right now, regardless how you put the line, we are above the line, right? It really doesn't matter how you put the line up here. You're still above the line, and right now it is over here, still consolidating up there. So there is a very still a good chance for pumping towards upside up here. But the way I see it, let me explain something to you. When you got some kind of channel or some kind of, you know, pattern or something like that, and you break through that, that is very, very bullish, right? So you broke towards upside, you need to go. But when price doesn't go, when price starts doing, you know, zigzag over here at the top, and you know, it cannot break even higher. You broke the major resistance level, but you cannot go higher. Like over here, we broke the major resistance level, but you cannot go higher. This is often a very, very worrying sign on a chart, and oftentimes that tends to showcase that there is a little bit, you know, there is not enough bullishness, and price tends to go right back inside the channel. Then that zigzag over here or just falls right back below that, right? But and over here, that's actually the same thing that's happening right now. We broke through the upside. We should go up, but we are not actually going up, right? So we broke up. We should go towards upside. We're not breaking up. We are just zigzagging over here right now. And these bearish over here, these bearish mountains, as I like to call them, they tend to break down. So I'm still looking for a breakdown. Breakdown has not come yet, but altcoins are actually doing very well. Like if you looked at you know, yesterday at altcoins, regardless of what kind of altcoins you look at, they actually pumped a lot, right? They had a very nice green candles towards upside. It is still early during the day, so everything can become green very, very soon. But you'll see that, you know, regardless of what kind of altcoin you look at, yesterday was a green day, mostly green day. I mean, like over here, Kaspa actually exploded yesterday to you know, 13% towards upside. So I think it's only a matter of time before Bitcoin dominance can no longer, you know, hold the waters, and it has to break down. And the reason it has to break down, because what we are waiting when it comes to altcoins, let me just take any kind of altcoin over here. Let me take altcoin that I don't have that many lines on. There we go. The reason we are actually the reason Bitcoin dominance cannot hold water is because it's still over, because during the downtrend over here, Bitcoin dominance was, you know, free to go do whatever it wants to do. When everything was consolidating down here at the bottom, Bitcoin dominance was still, you know, allowed to do whatever it wants to do. But right now, slowly, you know, altcoins are actually climbing towards upside. So they are still not pumping that much, but they are climbing towards upside. And right now, even right now, Bitcoin dominance has a really hard time, you know, going higher, because altcoins are actually starting going towards upside. But once all the altcoins are out of these boxes over here and break major levels and start doing these kind of moves, you know, altcoin dominance will drop like a brick towards the upside. At least that's my take on the Bitcoin dominance, right? So right now, Bitcoin dominance can still, you know, outplay everything else, but very soon they will not be able to do that. But as we slowly going towards upside, you already see right now on the dominant chart that, you know, it is having a hard time pumping, right? So my take is we are right now at this very ending point up here before this actually breaks down, and I don't believe it's gonna be like the previous time, because previous time up here the altcoin season came when we had this stop, and just before we had this stop we had the explosion in altcoin dominance and then right down. And a lot of people think that, you know, some kind of explosion will get over here. It might go, because even last time it went from 60% up here, 58%, 60% up here, it went from 58% all the way towards 70%. Now, are we gonna get another one of these move, you know, 70% move towards upside? I don't think so. And the reason I don't think so is because if you look at a chart, and let's add Bitcoin chart over here, Bitcoin USDT chart over here. If you look at a chart, what you're gonna see is that the first move up here from the bottom over here towards upside, this last move in dominance, it actually came from before Bitcoin actually broke the all-time high. So this is Bitcoin all-time high. I don't know, you can see in chart. There we go. This is Bitcoin all-time previous 2017 high up here, right? And by the time it actually broke and started going towards upside, we are already at you know, already at that peak towards upside. So it started all the way down here before we broke the all-time. It started going towards upside, and then on the first move up here, it topped out, right? It is playing a little bit differently out right now, right? So over here, when you see the chart, ever since the bottom down here, we have slowly been climbing towards upside, and even during this, you know, consolidation phase over here, it has been climbing slowly towards upside. And right now we exploded, but there is no explosion towards upside, right? So if you're gonna see something like previously, you know, Bitcoin needs to go to, you know, I don't know, 120k, and then maybe this explosion comes or something like that. But right now it doesn't seem that it's gonna play out the same. The dominance not gonna play out the same way as last time. So I don't think we're gonna get this major move towards upside over here. Yeah, entire chart is actually quite different. Over here we are zigzagging, over here, you know, sideways, you know, exploding, pulling back, exploding, pulling back, dropping down more, exploding over here, right? But right now over here in this bull market up here, we just went kind of sideways, just slowly rise all the way towards the top. So it's definitely a different kind of chart, and I don't believe that, you know, we're gonna have the same kind of ending on this chart like we had in 2017-18 or something like that, right? So that's the case. So I don't believe that, you know, we need to go up to 70% or anything like that. I'm still, again, like I said, I'm still looking for this to actually break down, because it is getting squeezed over here towards downside. It is some kind of, you know, major rising channel up here. Can we squeeze even more? Like over here, if you look at on the weekly time frame, let's turn off the moving averages as well so we can see this nicer. There seems to be, right, this rising wedge over here towards upside. This is broken, but it is not pumping, right? This is on the monthly time frame, but it is not pumping. Can it go, you know, next week and just explode towards upside? I mean, technically it can, but it is really hard right now to do that. So my theory right now that this rising wedge will break down eventually over here. This is a failure, this is a bull trap, whatever you want to call it. This is gonna break down, and it's pretty much gonna, you know, create altcoin season. And altcoin season, I think it's right around the corner, because as you saw, altcoins are actually getting out of these blue boxes, and they're just about to, you know, pop and go. So we are very close the way I see it. Ethereum right now down 2.7% on the daily time frame. Ethereum, yeah, actually had a nice move up here. It's just consolidating above this channel. There is a very nice channel over here. It's just consolidating above the channel. Let's pop them back to moving averages over here. It's still just consolidating over here before it goes, and it's only a matter of question, because before Ethereum outplays Bitcoin. Ethereum Bitcoin chart, unfortunately still down by a bunch over here, and I'm still looking for a move towards upside, but, you know, over here we just consolidating. So maybe next week, you know, we're gonna see how long Ethereum takes time to break up. But the fact that, you know, it's out of the box, it is consolidating over here before the next move, it is actually very bullish. Besides that, I don't see actually a lot of coins right now running or anything like that. Everything is like 1-2% up or 1-2% down. There's like Dogecoin is up like 3%, but it's nothing major. Like everything is still consolidating. So it's kind of boring part of the bull market when nothing is actually pumping or dumping. It's just one of these days where literally everything is consolidating. I mean, 1% up, you know, 1% down, it really doesn't mean anything. At least not on the coins that I have over here. I got 100 coins over here in this watch list. But there's probably some coins that are doing 60%, right? I don't know. But right now, this actually looks very, very nice so far. So I think, you know, today is gonna be consolidation day. Maybe something, you know, maybe ending move on the day. It's gonna be a little bit, you know, over here is curving a little bit. Maybe we break the resistance level by the end of the day. I don't know how it's gonna play out. But you know, end of the day, you know, it's end of the day. It's gonna take a little bit of time. So we're gonna see how the, you know, end of the day ends on most coins. But right now, it's kind of just consolidating over here. You can see over here, this is Ethereum Classic is just consolidating up here towards the upside, right? And we're gonna see. Maybe there comes a little bit more breakdown or anything like that. You know, the fear dump. I don't think that's gonna happen. Anyways, guys, just a quick update on what's happening because this is Bitcoin Daily. We do this every day, Monday to Friday. That said, there's a link down below to public Telegram channel. You're welcome to join that if you want. If you don't want, it's up to you. Anyways, guys, thank you for stopping by. I won't hold you up for too long. I got stuff to do, and I'll see you around. Peace. Where is my stop at? Now we're gonna do outro first. Howdies.